Next topic is uniform circular motion. First of all, let me clear you what is circular motion. An object which is moving along a circular path is nothing but circular motion. This definition is not there over here, but still you should know the idea for circular motion. An object is moving along a circular path is nothing but circular motion. Now what about uniform? Why uniform comes over here? Do you have any idea for the same? Okay, let me clear you with uniform circular motion. First of all, we will go ahead with one example. Have you observed the tip of second hand of your clock? Don't go on diagram. This is just a rough diagram and I am drawing with the help of pencil. Just keep it in your mind, something is there kind of clock. Okay, so your second hand clock having a specific motion, tick 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 type of, right? So what path it is following? Do you have any idea for the same? So the speed of the tip is constant, definitely. With every second it moves. So we can say that the speed of tip is constant. But the direction of displacement and therefore its velocity is constantly changing. Obviously, because its direction is changing. First, if your tip is over here, then it will come at this point, then this point, then this point. So constantly it is changing its velocity. Okay, so as the tip is moving along a circular path, obviously this is the movement of a tip along a circular path. Its motion is called as circular, uniform circular motion. What is uniform? There should be a constant movement. With that tip, a constant movement is there, that is why, and it is moving along a circular path. So hence it is called as uniform circular motion. What is uniform circular motion? Tip moving along a circular path with velocity is constantly changing. So that is nothing but uniform circular motion. So we can give many examples for the same. To understand this in detail, we are having an activity. We will go ahead with this activity to understand which topic? Uniform circular motion. Okay, we will do one activity. Take in your hand one pencil and take a rough page along with you. You just do this activity, you will feel very happy with it. Okay, now take a pencil in your hand and take a rough page front of you. Then do one thing, draw a rectangular path. Hold a pencil in your hand and draw a rectangular path on your page and see the direction. How many directions are there? Definitely if it is rectangle, then 4 directions are there. Place the tip of your pencil on the middle of any side of the square path and trace the path. If you increase the number of sides of the polygon and make it infinite, how many times you have changed the direction? Definitely you have to change your direction infinite times. This shows that as we increase the number of sides, we have to keep changing direction more and more times. This way, if hexagon was there, we change the direction 6 times this way, right? Okay, now if it is polygon, then we have to change the direction many times, and somewhere it turns to circle. So we can say that as when we increase the number of sides to infinity, the polygon becomes a circle. You can do this activity on your page also. You'll feel like you'll clear with everything. We will go ahead with, when an object moving with a constant speed along a circular path, the change in velocity is only due to change in direction. Obviously, if this is circle, change in velocity is with change in direction. With everywhere we are changing the direction. Observe this. This is your straight line, and here continuously you are changing your direction. So hence we can say that when an object moving with a constant speed along a circular path, the change in velocity only due to change in direction. When an object moves with a constant speed along a circular path, the motion is called as uniform circular motion. This is your definition for uniform circular motion. When an object moves with a constant speed along a circular path, observe this constant speed, that is why it is uniform. Constant speed along a circular path is called as uniform circular motion. We are having an example for the same. The motion of a stone is a sling or that of any point on a bicycle wheel when they are in a uniform motion. So we can find out how to find that speed of uniform circular motion. Definitely we are having a formula for the same. So we will go ahead with the formula, that is, if an object moving along a circular path of radius r, definitely if it is a circular path, it has a radius and that is r. It takes time t, obviously to take a speed we need a time. Come back to its starting position, its speed can be determined using the formula. If it is starting at this point and it is turning this way and it is coming at this point only, so to find this much displacement we are having a formula for the same, and that formula is speed is equals to circumference upon time. Circumference is nothing but this total displacement from this point to this point, so that is circumference. Speed is equals to circumference upon time. So speed is nothing but your velocity, that is v. 2 pi r is circumference and upon time t. R is the radius of circle. So next is determine the direction of velocity in uniform circular motion. Here one activity is there. Before to read this activity, I want to show you another activity which is related to this only, but you can understand very nicely this topic through that activity also. This is also a part of the same topic. So here is that activity for uniform circular motion, and this is the activity. Take a thread or string and stone, tie this thread on the another end of the stone, hold its second end in your hand and whirl it so that the stone performs circular motion. Be careful so that its speed remains constant. So motion of the stone is uniform circular motion. With the help of your friend, find the velocity of stone performing circular motion. Now, if you want to know the direction of its velocity at a point, release it at all the points and observe the direction in which it goes. Carry out this activity in open ground with nobody nearby. Repeat this action 4-5 times. Release string every time at different position of stone. You might have observed that the stone travels in different direction every time. Also, its direction is along the tangent drawn at point on a circular path from where it released. It travels along a straight line. Thus, direction of velocity keeps changing every moment in case of uniform circular motion. Now, here is the another activity In this activity, what we have to do, we have to take a disc and a 5 rupee coin. This 5 rupee coin we have to keep along its edge. Make it move around its axis by putting it pin through it. When the disc is moved at a higher speed, the coin will thrown off. Just imagine in your mind, disc is there and coin is on that. If you will give the circular speed with this disc, then definitely the coin will throw off. So note the direction which is thrown off. Repeat the action placing the coin at different points along the edge of a circle and observe the direction in which coin is thrown off. It is same with that which we have seen the activity of thread and stone, how the direction is going to change every time where we have thrown it out, then the direction is also changing. The same way this coin is also having different direction with its thrown condition. So we can say that the coin will be thrown off in the direction of the tangent. I have told you what is tangent. It is a straight line which touch at any point of your circle and the radius of that circle is perpendicular to the line. Okay, that is tangent. This is tangent. The tangent which is perpendicular to the radius of disc. Thus, the direction in which it gets thrown off depends on its position at the moment of getting thrown off. It means that as the coin moves along a circular path, the direction of its motion is changing at every point. We can say that direction is changing at every point, which we have seen to trace path that time also. In the polygon shape, if we change the number of path, then definitely the direction is also getting changed many more times. So we can say that with the circular path, the direction of its motion is changing every point. Okay, hope all of you have understood this topic of uniform circular motion. Now we will go ahead with the solve example, which are very easy. This type of example will be there in your exam also. Okay, all these example based on the formula which we are studying in the theory part. So example number 1, an athlete is running on a circular track. An athlete is running on a circular track. Obviously one track is there and athlete is running on this circular track. He runs a distance of 400 meter in 25 seconds. Before returning his original position, what is his average speed? So it's that athlete's total distance travel, that distance is 400 meter. So total distance traveled by athlete is 400 meter. And time taken by that athlete to cover a 400 meter, which is 25 seconds. So total time is 25 seconds. Now here we have to find its total displacement. Total displacement is 0 as he returns to his original position. Average speed and average velocity we have to find over here. We are having a formula for average speed. That is, we know circumference upon time, which we have seen in previous lecture also. So total displacement means total distance covered by a circular path, this distance, okay, upon time. So that distance is 400 meter and time taken by the athlete is 25. So hence speed is 16 meter per second. How we are writing unit? This distance is in meter and this is in second. So meter per second. Now if you want to find velocity, so you should know about total displacement. That athlete is going and coming back to its original position. Hence its displacement is definitely 0. Okay, displacement is 0. So we can write total displacement upon total time. So total displacement is 0 and time taken by the athlete is 25. Hence 0 upon 25 is, your answer is 0. Hence average velocity is 0. Next example. An aeroplane taxis on the runway for 30 seconds with an acceleration of 3.2 meter per second square before taking off. How much distance would it have covered on the runway? First of all, we have to write down the given things. See, over here acceleration is given, which is 3.2 meter per second square. So that we are writing over here 3.2 meter per second square. Time is given, that is 30 second. 30 second. Now we don't know its initial velocity. Sorry, we know the initial velocity. That is 0. Obviously its initial velocity will be 0. It is not given, that means it is 0. What we have to find? Total distance covered by the runway. So which is its distance we are taking over here, S. So as per the given norms, you should recognize the formula. What formula you can take over here? So to find displacement, obviously we are having a formula which is S is equals to ut plus half at square. Here the things are given, we can substitute very easily the values for the same, and after substitution the value calculated it, and your final answer is 1440 meter. So next example number 3, 4. You have to solve this at home. If you have any doubt related this numerical, ask me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9867985067. You have to solve all 4 numericals, but example number 3 and example number 4 you have to solve yourself. Okay, so I stop my video over here. Thank you. Next topic we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you. And for today's lecture, I am giving this lecture in 2 parts. Part 1 video and part 2 video. Please observe the 2 videos of the same. Okay. Thank you.